Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the podcast where we view and discuss and take off as much time as we want between viewings of the film Caddyshack, 1 minute at a time. You just heard the voice of Dan Lewis saying that we're back because we are back. We took a little break, didn't we, Dan?
Especially for something as illegal as this.
Mike's back, too. Mike DeMaria's back. Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back,
see?
Mike's had some time to recuperate. He's feeling great. I'm Tom Taylor. I'm back as well. Not only am I back, I'm back in the basement. I'm back in my parents' basement in Connecticut. My vacation is being interrupted by this goddamn show, but that's fine. It's late at night. I'm a little chilly and clammy at the same time. It's like that cold, humid sort of thing going on in the basement down here. But that's fine. I'm good.
Everybody's had to think about creepy Tom for the last 86 episodes in a row, and now it's creepy, clammy Tom.
Yeah. You thought it couldn't get worse, but now it's clammy as well. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, take Jason from Friday the 13th and make him clammier. And that's what you got. A creepy guy at your camp. You don't want him there.
Yeah, this guy murdered me. Before that, he breathed right on me. It was gross. It's all humid.
All right.
You didn't happen to drown in a lake when you were 9.
Not
Did
that I
you,
remember.
Tom?
No.
All right. Did you introduce Mike, huh?
I did.
Yeah, that seemed very low energy, if I might quote leader of the free world.
We had a whole thing where we had this whole thing made like a big paper image of Mike, like with a big thumbs up, and Mike was going to burst through it, and there's going to be cheers and confetti and everything, but that didn't work out. And Mike DeMaria.
Can you guys stop? You're not giving me any space to breathe.
That's what we do.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm on the
let's
rebound.
Just leave everything in silence then and let it go ahead.
I'm on
Mike.
the up and up. I'm on the rebound. I'm on the mend.
Yes.
I had an episode.
You did.
Right.
Is that where we missed an episode?
That's why
Very
we missed
special
2
episode?
episodes because I had my own life episode.
Oh,
It's
boy.
one of those times when you have to take a step back and take a deep breath and just take a little time for yourself. I had an episode.
I think we need to set aside the Caddyshack Minute just for a moment and take the liberty of we should discuss this.
Yeah, we were all set to record a couple weeks ago or on our regularly scheduled evening, and we got a message from Mike.
Oh,
I had a rough patch. I had a little adjustment period. I just call it an episode.
Yes.
I had an episode. I had to take some stock in things. Had to look around.
Something we all need to do from time to time.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're running through life and you hit a wall, you have to take a little stock. All right?
Yes.
and you know what? If you think about all of the great artists in the world, your Van Goghs and your Dave Chappelle's and your Elvis Presley's or whatever the hell it is. Everybody had to take a little break. Your Buddy Holly, as far as I know, is still on a break. So it's
getting his thing together.
This does happen with greatness. And I'd just like to say that I support you, Mike.
Thank you. Melancholy besets the geniuses of the world.
It does.
That's right.
Because we
That's
see
right.
the
There
world,
would be geniuses otherwise.
we see the world a little differently, and we absorb the world a little differently, and sometimes we're just too goddamn sensitive for our own good.
Your brain goes up to 11, and sometimes that causes feedback.
Well, hang on a second, Tom. Why don't we just have his brain go to where it's going to go, and then just call that 10? Why not just make 10 the highest, and then make his brain go to that point and call 10 the highest?
This
But
one's
Mike
one
goes
louder.
to 11.
Yeah, this one's one louder.
Yeah. Because where can you go from there?
Okay.
Yeah.
This one goes to 11.
Yeah.
No, just
What
Not ready to-
happened?
Huh?
What happened? 2 weeks ago, we're going to record.
Right.
The fans are clamoring.
They're thinking either they're just slacking off and
I said
taking
I
their
had an
God-given
episode.
right to vacation.
A lot
I'll
of
slack
changes.
you off.
A lot of changes are going on. A lot of
Okay.
things are changing. The more they change, the more they stay the same. But that doesn't make any sense because when it changes, things change.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
deal
agree
with them.
that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, right?
Mike, you have a lot of life going on these days.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And if the
And I
fans
just
cannot
decided-
handle you taking a
No.
brief break,
I needed to take some stock. I needed
Yeah.
to say, you know what? I'm going to take everything out of my head and I'm going to lay it on the table. I'm going to look at it. And I'm going to say, I didn't know that was there.
where'd that come from?
Yeah, it's like cleaning out your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
You got-
my wallet doesn't fit in my back pocket anymore. I got to clean it out. I got to take those receipts out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those ticket stubs.
Why did I take the business card of the lady who takes the photos at the Saks
this way.
over
Let's
at the mall? Why did I take her business card?
Let's just put it this way. I decided that, I just don't need to sleep anymore. I just decided to stay up for a couple days.
Oof.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Then I decided I don't need to eat anymore. Called an episode.
You've listed two of the essential needs of
Right.
every human being: food
Right.
and sleep.
And then, yeah, if
And
you
you
take away the
decided you didn't need those.
podcasting, you got nothing.
Right. And I did. I had
Right.
I had to step away from the podcast for a week so I can right the ship.
And by
You know
the
what?
way, your episode, Mike, has shown me that you're allowed to take a break from podcasting. I had no idea.
Well, that's
I'm going to
not-
have an episode and take a break from podcasting.
No,
This
It's
is gonna
frowned
be
upon,
great.
though. It's frowned upon.
It is for some reason.
Fans really want this stuff. We get a lot of letters. We get a lot of emails.
Yeah.
We get even death threats sometimes.
We do.
Yeah.
But and you know what I was thinking of is that it's interesting that like it's Tom's life is so charmed that I think what happens with Tom is the equivalent of, do you know how they say they have like a lot of little earthquakes that sort of like release a lot of the tension from, so you never have the big earthquake.
Right.
I think what Tom just keeps stepping over these. So what happens to Tom is that he loses his keys at the movie theater, and this creates a situation where he needs to walk around in the dark for a couple hours and kind of take stock. He's forced to do it. What appears to be a bit of misfortune is
But you know
really
what,
just.
though? But you know
Yeah.
what, though? But he ends up having a lovely evening when he has his episode.
That was really nice.
Because he walks around and takes stock in things and he finds his keys and goes home.
yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to me today. I had one of those today. As I said, I'm in Connecticut. We decided every year we go with my brother-in-law and his kids. We go up to Six Flags, New England, and Springfield, Massachusetts. And today just
Gumdrops and
happens to be like
lollipops.
65 degrees and raining. But we did it anyway. We lasted about 2 hours. It absolutely sucked. The water park, the only thing you would want to have open in the rain, was closed. And so my wife went on 2 roller coasters, and we said, this is stupid. Let's go home. And before we went home, my son tried fried dough for the first time, and he had a great time that almost made the entire trip worth it. So, I take my lemons, and I turn them into lemonade, and we'll try Six Flags again in a couple of days.
Was that an elephant ear or a funnel cake?
You know what's amazing? They actually, the entire time, my son was saying to me, "Now, what's the difference between funnel cake and fried dough?" I was like, "Sam, it's the exact same thing. It's just a different shape." And then I got to the place, the stand that was selling it, and it listed separately fried dough and funnel cake. And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" I always thought these were just like regional terms for the same thing.
course.
And I asked her like, "What is the difference?" She's like, "Oh, well, one's kind of like a drizzly shape, and the other one's just like a big blob." I'm like, "Oh,
Right.
okay, give me the drizzly thing." So that's the funnel cake. And
I'll have to ask
it
the
was
pastry
fantastic.
chef, and we'll figure out what it is.
Right. The French gentleman, he was very kind. He came out, took a moment out of his busy day, explained
You-
funnel cake to
see,
me.
that's the thing, though. Tom has a chance to step back. You hear that, Mike?
Yeah.
He goes to a place where he can't ride into the water rides, and he can't ride into the roller coasters. Why was that, Mike? That he can't ride any roller coasters?
I kind of didn't want to. Oh, you know what's amazing?
Too tall. I
I
just
was
asked
too
the question
tall.
of Mike, and you
Oh.
answered it. But it's.
I know. It's like I'm being harangued here.
We're just excited to see you again. We're a
Yeah,
little
You're not
I'm
seeing me.
excited to
eager.
be on there. You know what? I'm going to shut up now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. I had
See
an
what happens.
episode. Everything is fine now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds awesome.
I had a no. It's not awesome.
Very special
the-
episode.
Yeah. Couldn't shut my mind off. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear that.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to walk into a store and sit down in the corner of the store and just say, "Well, I'm going to sit here for a while.
This is my corner.
This is where I'm going to sit now until things get better. Don't mind me.
You
Carry
sound
on,
like
doobie
Sid
doo.
Barrett.
Huh? Yeah, doobie doo. Right
Doobie-doo.
ways, wrong way.
Wait, well, no,
Right
wrong
ways,
ways
all
is
way.
right ways now.
Yeah, right ways always now. I'm just going to sit here in the corner by the milk.
Doobie-doo.
Don't mind me. Haven't slept in days now.
Well.
Well, tried to sleep, couldn't sleep. So I'm just going to sit in the 7-Eleven here on the corner.
Love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Sorry, you just quoted a song without even knowing it. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I.
What should we do, Mike? Should we lean on you here for
or you
input?
just...
what should we do?
What?
Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm not gonna treat you with kid gloves here. It's tough love here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, what should we do? Like, I don't want to call you into a podcast and then force you to do it. I want you to be able to.
I'm
drive
right
the
here.
bus a
I'm
little
here
bit.
now.
So
I'm
you
good.
do it.
I'm the one that convened this podcast because I was ready to go. I'm ready to go back. I needed to take a break.
That's true.
Right. But like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about the bookends of the podcast. We're gonna get moving
I'd walk,
with
but
it.
you know something. Oh, I made it. I made it through.
You did.
I made it through.
We congratulate you.
I didn't
we
have a
speak
full
your
episode.
name.
I thought about having a full episode. A full episode is where I say, you know what? I'm just going to I'm just going to head to the hospital and hang out here for a couple months.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a real
Looney bin.
episode.
sign your name on the dotted line.
Yeah, and just shut down for a little bit, power down.
Like with no pain.
I didn't do that. Came close.
Well, that's
though.
good. I mean, hey, if you had to do that, that would have been good too. But I'm glad you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes.
But like I said,
Absolutely.
sometimes all you got to do is just sit down on the floor of the store.
Yeah.
Something to hang out.
That is one of the joys of childhood that we're not allowed to do anymore unless we're having episodes. You're not
Oh, you're
allowed to be
allowed
in
to
like
do
the
it,
bank
yeah.
lobby and just lay down on the floor. Wouldn't that be a dream? Just
Yeah.
to lay down on the floor wherever you are, like the moment that urge hits you to just lay down on the floor.
Just go to the grocery store. Just lay down. Just
Yeah,
go
excuse me,
through
everybody.
this. Right next
Right-
to the Tang.
Lie
Your
down in
face
aisle
right on
3.
the, put your cheek right on the cool, nice tile floor. It's refreshing.
It happens a little bit in a sort of adult existential sense with Nick Nolte's character in Mother Night, which we discussed before, Tom. Where
Oh, yeah.
There's a point where he's walking down the street and he goes, "You know what? I can't even move forward anymore, and I'm just gonna stand here."
Right.
And he stands, and then
That's
Kurt
kinda
Vonnegut
beautiful.
walks by him. Another thing, Vonnegut.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So Kurt Vonnegut is in 2 movies
Yeah.
that I know of: Back to School and Mother Night.
I tried to explain that the back to school cameo of Kurt Vonnegut to my cousin who got me into Kurt Vonnegut, and he totally misunderstood what I was saying, and he thought that Kurt Vonnegut wrote Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School. And for a brief second, that was his reality, that Rodney Dangerfield starred in a movie that was written by Kurt Vonnegut. And
That'd be great.
it actually broke my heart to have to fully
Flunk
explain to him
me,
that it was just a
flunk
cameo.
you.
Yeah, I went back in time, and I went back to college when I was old, and here's a picture of an asshole for 5 seconds.
You know what else you could do too is when you haven't slept in a few days
Yeah.
and you still got to go to work,
You know,
but you just walk by HR and you just go sit down in the office in HR and just repeat, well,
Now what?
I'm here.
well,
What do we do here?
What are we gonna do here? Can I just sit here for a while?
Now, can I ask you? You just started a new position at work. Have these episodes affected that in any negative way?
I still
the
would
reverse.
go. No, I don't think it affected anything. It may have affected me.
Yeah.
A little extra stress. It's
Sure.
fine. Everything is fine. Lots of
Okay.
things were going
Okay.
on. Lots of things.
Would you
at
like me
one-
to do the bookmarks?
you
the
sound
bookends first of all?
The bookends?
Yes.
How do we do the show?
Yes.
I thought they were bookmarks. Okay. Maybe
I'm
I'll do
calm
that.
now. I'm calm. I'm relaxed.
That's beautiful.
All
I'm
right?
glad.
Everything is going to be okay. I'm
your
I got a
friend and I'm
grasp
glad you're
of
okay.
things.
Did you get some sleeping pills?
What? Oh, did I get sleeping pills?
Yeah.
He's fine, Dan. He's fine.
No,
me tell you
yes,
something.
I needed a little something to shut my mind off so I could sleep. Yes,
Right.
Sure.
yes.
Here's
Okay.
here's a little something that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know.
What's that?
Romanian slippers and
Yeah.
hot chocolate with almond milk.
And an onion in your sock.
No,
And
it wasn't.
onion in
None
your
of that
sock.
was working. None of that was
Remove the
working because
toxins.
I couldn't shut my mind off. My mind was
Yeah.
going like a motorboat. You see what
No,
I'm
wait, be
saying?
honest. When you
Yes.
said, you admitted here on the show, excuse me, you admitted here on the show that you You tried the onion and the sock thing overnight.
Yeah.
Now, was that because you were trying to overcome your
No.
episodic stuff?
No, this was pre-episodic.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Maybe
Okay.
you know what? Maybe that caused the beginning of the episode.
Jesus,
of
maybe.
the episodic.
Your blood got too clean.
situation. Yeah.
You get clean blood.
Yeah. Shock to your system.
It's like drinking too much water. When you have that clean blood.
Yeah.
No, I got something because I couldn't shut my mind off, so I'd be up all night,
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
pacing and scribbling on things,
Oh boy.
trying to come up with, trying to work something out, and then, so I had to get something, and it was the last, and it worked. So I knocked out one night, and then I was able to right the ship. I just needed to sleep.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Look at you.
sensitive
human
guy.
condition.
I'm very sensitive.
You are.
You're
I've always
sensitive.
known this. I've always known this, that I'm very sensitive.
Yeah.
People
I
see you as a
process things.
sardonic crank, but you've got a sensitive heart.
I process
Right.
things a certain way.
Yeah.
I
love you.
I sometimes don't process change the way most people do. So any change in my life kind of throws me into a
Yeah.
a tizzy.
You're speaking to somebody who's in his parents' basement next to a box of 1980s Star logs that he can't throw away.
Right.
So I hear you, buddy.
Won't fucking stop talking about Star Trek and
No,
Nope.
Starlogs.
and going on about his favorite 70s movies and all of that. rest
If I
of it.
stop talking about them, they'll go away forever. I can't have that. I'll suddenly be 46 years old.
Oh, Jesus
Mike,
Christ.
what do you want us to do here?
I want to
Tell
get
us how you want to shape the show here today for people.
shape the show. No, I
What's
just want to
the
get back on the
approach-
horse.
You got a bit of a what's the approach you want us to take to the show to give
I
you
want
the
us to
best
take the
chance
same
to
ap-
succeed?
I want us to take the approach that we always take with the show. I want Tom to
Right.
give the goddamn bookends.
I
Done
want
for?
us to. I want us to. I want us to get back on the horse and move this podcast forward.
Yes.
All right. Well, Tom, give the fucking bookends already.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
What
Let's
are you
do
trying
the
to do?
bookends
Depress the shit out
for.
of me?
This shit show.
This is a great minute. This should boost your spirits even further, Mike. This is minute 87
Yeah.
of Caddyshack. And minute 87 begins with Al Czervik swinging his allegedly broken arm back and forth. And it ends with Judge Smales accusing Danny Noonan of not wanting that caddy scholarship.
My arm, it's broken.
He's looking back and forth. It's like he looks like a kind of cuckoo clock or something, where his arm and his head are on the same gear or something.
Yeah.
So they're turning back and forth in like the opposite direction, and it's like a little novelty.
And Beeper
Al
gives
Czervik.
the gives the quickest diagnosis and the let me
Yeah.
see that. Well, it could
Yep.
be broken.
Like if
Yeah.
that was a broken arm, Rodney would be screaming in pain the way he's just kind of
Right.
twisting his arm back and forth.
That's the joke.
Right. Tom's right. It looks like if you placed a walnut in his armpit, that's what he's for. He's for breaking walnuts.
It's true.
Stop
And,
naming nuts.
Stop naming nuts.
I have a new, not absolute favorite Judge Smales line, but a new one to add to the list that I only noticed this time, watching this minute. When Lou informs him that he could allow Ty and Al to choose a replacement for Al, and Judge Smales' initial reaction is, "What?"
What?
Which is a very good kind of old-timey kind of reaction to something sudden and unexpected.
It's
What?
great. What? And it's funny that he has that reaction in light of the fact that it's just accepted by everybody that it's okay to just replace this shitty golfer with a really good one who won the caddy scholarship.
Right.
And it's just and not only is it okay with everybody, but just in the first place, Lou Loomis just knew the rules off the top of his head. Well, we suddenly have these very specific rules of propriety
Yeah.
for these sorts of things. I've done this 100 times. It is okay to replace somebody. I just want you to know.
Yeah. Well, it's an illegal match, but he said at the top of it that they were going to be following standard club rules, something like that. So, maybe that would
That's a good
happen
point.
if there was instead of forfeiting, the team could replace a member or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
What's a good a surprising benefit to having an episode
Oh, what?
is you drop weight pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went down a whole size.
Oh, wait, are you in the
I'm in
before
the
pants
skinny
now?
pants now. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to happen in under like 8 days, but it happened.
This is a very special episode.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not supposed to happen that quickly, in a healthy way. But can I just say, it's not. You're not supposed to say this, but there's no reason you can't parlay this into a. You can't use this positively.
Yeah, you
I've been in
gotta.
exactly this situation.
Yeah, you gotta
dropped
find the silver lining.
Yes.
exactly, and you say like, well, listen, I just dropped 10 pounds the hard way, and
Yeah, the
It's
hardest
like-
way of them all.
the hardest way of them all. I might as well say right now, okay, I'm going to go back to a regular calorie load, except for I'm going to go back slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have the yogurt with the fruit. I'm going to do the half bagel in the morning, because you don't need
sure.
a whole bagel.
Yeah.
And there's and it's not like you're living in an unhealthy way. If you've got an eating disorder, that's a
Right.
separate thing. But you might as well parlay it into something.
No. No, I'd have for breakfast. I would have 2 lifesavers that were on this woman's desk every day. These the 2 mint lifesavers.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
breakfast.
mint?
Yeah,
Some of that's even. I was picturing like fruity ones. That's even worse.
the,
Mint.
like the
Mint
breath
makes you
mint
not want
ones.
to eat anything
Yeah,
else.
so I'd walk into work just shaking because I was unslept. I haven't slept in days.
Yeah.
And I would just pass her desk where she had a bowl of these lifesavers, and I eat 2 of them for breakfast.
Oh my
I have
God.
2 of those.
Interesting. You took 2 of them, not just like, oh, I'll have one.
I'll fill
you
up
took
on 'em.
2. It's almost like you were already rationing it in a certain way.
No, I had 2. Yeah, I had 2, and that usually got
You
me
knew your
through.
body needed more than one.
And
for
that got
nutrition.
me through. And that got me through most of the workday. And then I would have a little something, whatever
Something
it
wafer
was.
thin for lunch.
Yeah, but because I would just pace and I would just
Pacing is good also for burning calories. How did you? What
Get
did you
your
have for
steps in.
lunch?
I never had lunch.
Oh wow. So you would go from the morning to when with on only 2 lifesavers.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't remember.
Oh my
You know,
God.
Mike, the name lifesaver is not supposed to be taken literally.
Right.
Right. It's not like a medical
Right.
term.
Yeah.
It's not a catch-all,
Yeah.
cure-all.
If it was, you'd have to break some glass to get to them.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's disturbing.
It is extremely disturbing, but I'm on the up and up. I'm on the
Okay.
straight and narrow. Everything's going to be fine now.
You're offering
All right.
contrast to your new current state,
Right.
which is nice.
Just had to get through some things. Had to knock a couple days off the calendar to get some things in the rearview mirror. Everything's on the up and up. All right.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
got people checking on me daily. Don't worry about it. I'm a sensitive guy. I'm a very sensitive guy. I process things differently than you. I process things different than the other guy on this podcast as well.
Which one,
boy.
Dan?
Both of them. Both of you. I process
Both of us?
things differently.
Everyone.
Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to believe
I'm here
you.
now. I'm here.
I go ahead and believe
You
that.
are.
I'm here for the listeners. I was worried about the listeners all this time.
Yeah. And I'm sure they were worried about you without knowing it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's-
They need us.
They do. They need us to offer interesting points like the
just
following.
remember that. I
Oh.
process things differently, but I'll be fine. Everything will be fine now.
All right.
All right.
I like it when things are fine.
Everything's
It's-
been workshopped.
It's good to be fine.
Everything's
good to
been
be fine,
workshopped. We
Dimitri.
workshopped some things. I ran
Could you
some
please
things.
turn the music down, Dimitri?
No.
I ran some things through some people. I wrote some things down.
Oh.
I don't know. I ran it through the workshop method. Everything's going to be fine now. Okay.
Okay.
Got some notes back on your
Of course
writings?
I like you, Dimitri.
Of course I like you. Of course I like to say hello.
Good
All right,
to be
Dr. Strangelove. I got some notes. They gave me some notes on my life. They said, your life is... Let me give you some notes. So they gave me some notes. I read them with an open mind, and I learned something. All right.
Very interesting.
You got
Messages to yourself.
You got a general Ripper kind of delivery here. I'm worried about
Have
the
you ever had one of those?
how are your bodily fluids.
Yeah. Yeah. So has anybody been sapping and impurifying your precious bodily fluids,
Yeah.
Mike?
I had one of those like 4-hour trips to the grocery store where you just walk through each aisle very slowly,
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah.
reading all
That
the
bright
Examine
light.
each and every object. Yeah.
Super
No, I
bright
don't
light.
need tuna.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't need
Jif,
tuna and
huh?
water.
Haven't had Jif in a long time.
Yeah, Jeff, that takes me back.
Right.
Yeah.
When I was a boy, they used to have Hydrox.
Hey, I just heard of a fantastic peanut butter related recipe that I haven't tried yet, but it sounds kind of great.
Okay.
Like a possible summertime treat. A friend of mine, I'll name him, my friend James Carrier, was telling me that he was at another guy's house, who I don't know, so I won't name him because I don't even know who he is. But he said he was at this guy's house and the guy was making for the kids. He put a layer, I guess a layer of peanut butter in a pan.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, he just laid a bunch of Hershey bars, full of Hershey bars. And on top of that, he put a smattering of marshmallows. And he heated all that up as a kind of s'more thing. He heated it up, the peanut butter on the bottom acting as a sort of a flavorful oil-ish thing that would keep the chocolate from scorching. Heated the whole thing until it's all bubbly and crazy, and then used graham crackers as chips into a salsa or something,
I
and
see
just
what you're
and had the
saying.
s'mores that way.
It's like a
Like
A
a
dip.
bean dip, like a 3-layer delicious dip or something. Yeah.
an artichoke.
So everyone
dip.
try that.
Jesus, Tom, you're like perpetually 9 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hear these things. Mike's got messages to himself that are enlightening him. I'm getting messages from other people's kitchens, and I'm sharing them with the listeners.
Right. All
Yeah,
right.
as I see
can't
fit.
grudge you that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, come on. Where were we? I'm sorry.
What happens in the stupid
I was saying
minute?
everything's going to be
Oh.
okay.
Everything's gonna be
just
fine. You process things differently than we do.
Yes, and I have notes now.
You do. Oh, okay, look at that.
Oh, you got
No.
notes?
Notes.
On
I
the minute?
told you.
This
no,
is changing.
no, I was given notes.
No, I'm worried about you again.
Oh, you were given notes.
Oh,
I
okay.
workshopped. But the problem, I workshopped it. I took it to a place where you could workshop it.
Oh,
You
nice.
see what I'm saying? I took my problem and I put it out there and I said, I need to workshop this. And then I was given notes. All right?
Yeah.
I went through a method, the workshop method.
Some notes on the character of Mike DiMaria.
The notes on my episode. Everything's going to be
Right.
fine, they said.
Oh, beautiful.
They
I
said,
like it.
Don't worry, Mr. McMurphy. Or I mean,
Yeah.
DiMaria.
Yeah, don't I'll tell you what. Just everything's going to be fine. We're going to work it out. But in the meantime,
Yes.
take one of these, take one of these, and if you need to take two of these, take two of them, and you can take up to 3.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
Funny
So you're
story
taking
about
4. Oh.
going to a ball game with Mike D. Back in the day. We used to go see the Tigers play the White Sox, and I swear to God, it was a test of our patience. And we were so pissed off because every game went exactly the same way. We're the visiting guys wearing the Tigers hats and the Tigers shirts. You know, we don't go overboard. We don't go the full regalia, paint our faces on that
Just
dumb
a
shit.
hat.
Just like you
Yeah.
might have a Tiger shirt, but you got a Tigers hat. You know.
Yeah.
And you go in there, and every game was the same. The Tigers took about a 3-run lead early. They'd hold on to it for a while, and it was always what inning, Mike? Bottom of the
The 7th? No.
7th or 8th.
7th or 8th.
The White Sox would come storming back, and the whole crowd would be going crazy. And we caught tons of shit from the home fans all the time. They'd be yelling at you. You're yelling. You're there with your 2-year-old nephew walking around, and they're yelling at you.
Yeah. That seems
And one time
unsportsmanlike.
they would always get on our case, and we'd go jawing back and forth with them. One time one of them got mad at Mike, or something happened. Mike went down to talk to the guy. Sat right next to the guy.
Oh,
Mike's
this is
a
what
big
happened.
guy.
This is what happened.
He said,
I know exactly what you're talking about. This is a long time ago because this is when my oldest daughter was 3 years old.
"Yeah,
And it was I think it was
Not
just
even,
you
Mike.
it was just you, me, and her.
oh yeah, that's right."
Because so we're walking up the stairs, and I got my tiger hat on, and I'm carrying her, and Dan's next to me, and these jarheads.
Like 2005.
Yeah, something like no, it was way before that.
Oh, okay.
This was a while ago. And as they were walking up the stairs, it was like a bunch of guys and a couple girls, and they go 1, 2, 3, and they all stand up and they get right in my face and her face, and they go, "Ugh."
Oh, my God. Classy.
Like a Tigers onesie on, and they took umbrage to it.
Yeah, and they're like,
Stupid
"Oh, boo,
baby."
boo." And so I gave my daughter Dan. I said, "Go up to the seats."
I saw him. He snapped.
I go, "Just go up to the
That
seats."
look where he snapped, and I went, okay.
I go, "Just get up to the seats." And they
Fuck
all
me.
sat down, and
Call
I
him
just
Mortician.
and there was a seat open next to this one bloated guy, and I sat down next to him. And I just sat there, and I said, "Now you got my attention. I'm just gonna sit here now. What do you want from me?" And he just kept mumbling something, and he got uncomfortable because I'm just sitting there staring at him.
I don't see why.
And then I started to just move my face closer to his, like
Mike is
even
real
closer
calm during
and
this.
closer.
That's what's scary about it. He's calm.
Yeah. And I started to purse my lips like I was going to give him a kiss.
Aw.
But I got really close to his lips, like I was just going to kiss him. I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. He's just like, "Get out." He's just like, "What are you doing?" His girlfriend's like, "Get out of here. Get out of here." I'm like, "You got my attention now, don't you?" I go, "You got my attention. I'm right here now. What do you want? What did you want? What did you want? I'm here now."
What's your beef with my infant daughter?
Yeah.
I used to sleep on a block of cheese, you son of a bitch.
You know what I've been through?
Yeah, I used to
I
lay on
contemplated
top
hanging
of
myself with pastrami.
wheels of Romano and Parmesan.
Hang myself with sopressata links.
Yeah, and you know what? In a good 15 years, I'm going to have an episode. You're lucky I'm not having it now.
Yeah, you might end up in the papers that I write about my episode. That I
Mike, there's a
workshop.
line in there. Can I deliver
Oh,
it,
that's
or
right.
are you
Yes.
still getting to it?
That's what it was. I forgot. You're right. I said, okay, you're right. I forgot about that line. So when I got close to him and I was going to give him a little peck on the lips, and he moved his face back, and then I went normal. And I said, this is how it goes. I go, every morning I take a big pill, one like this. I go, then I start my day. Midday I take 2 more smaller pills. They're blue. And then I go one more, and at night I take one that helps me sleep. And I do all that so I don't kill people like you. And I got up and walked away. And the message was, don't just randomly mess with people because you don't know who you're messing
Right.
with.
Yes.
They could be one pill away from being able to kill you.
I could be
Right.
you know what? I left the house without taking that big horse pill. And then I run into you, bloated boy.
Oh my God.
Right.
And I was
You
kidding.
think
I
I should
wasn't
be into
taking any
sports?
pills at that time, but I just wanted to say something.
See?
So I take one about this big, yay big when I get up in the morning. About
That
10
guy's
o'clock,
never going to enjoy a sport game.
But 10
sporting
o'clock
game.
with my cup of coffee and a little snack, I'll take 2 more. They're blue. Well, midday I take a green one. And at night I take one that knocks me right the hell out.
Yeah.
You know why I do that? So I don't murder somebody like you.
I remember that, and because he came back, I go, "What'd you tell him?" He goes, "This is what I told him. It goes like this." He tells me the whole thing, and I got scared on the guy's behalf. I was like, "That poor bloated son of a bitch," you know.
And the
He's
funny
like-
thing is
beautiful.
when I was sitting there talking to him, I was calm as a cucumber. But when I got back at the den, I just let it all loose because I was shaking.
He
Yeah.
was doing the hands are making those fists back and forth over and over again, all sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And I look at his daughter and I think, maybe I'll have to get, take her to the courthouse and get custody of her for a couple days so we can.
Yeah, just for a couple of days.
We don't know what this guy's gonna do.
No, everything's fine now. I told you.
No,
Everything is
he was
fine. I'm learning how to process things. It's all
That's
been
right.
workshopped.
Doing better
I got
now.
notes. I got notes.
That's beautiful. Notes to live by. I took notes about minute 87.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah,
Does
come on, do it. Get off your
Rodney,
ass.
when Ty Webb names Danny as their possible replacement, and Danny's thinking it over, Al Czervik says, "Hey, I'll make it worth your while." Does his little crazy Rodney face and everything.
Yeah, a lot
Does
of
that?
woman. A lot of woman.
This is a lot of woman face. Does that? What do I want to say? Does that diffuse any tension there is about him possibly not getting the Caddy scholarship? Like now, Al Czervik, who's got a lot of money, is on his side, and he'll make sure that Danny
Yeah,
gets whatever he needs.
I think that helps him make his decision.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
That
it
does-
should.
But it does lessen the weight of the decision a little bit, doesn't it? Though, if he's just going to be off, he should be
Yeah.
sacrificing.
Right, he's not
this.
sacrificing anything. That's right.
Well, the judge is like, "Oh yeah, I've got," or rather, Al's like, "Listen, I've got plenty of money, so don't worry about it. It's all the same." So it's not like a big, great sacrifice.
Right. Yeah.
Which again,
so he can.
To this point, Danny has still not done anything that's worth any kind of praise.
Well,
at any
he's
level.
also seeing Al Czervik throw money around. He's very generous, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And what was it that when he was caddying for Judge, he put a quarter in his hand? Remember?
Right.
So he's not going to get anything from the judge. The judge isn't going to do anything for him. But
Yeah.
Al, he plays the game. He's going to give him. He's going to take care of him.
Right.
So yeah, but Danny is still just a self-centered, self-serving fellow.
Yeah. And when you
Yeah,
see him trying to decide, what he's doing is just simple math, and there's ledgers. There's really no. It's just
Yeah.
like, I'll get more money this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could maybe you could spin it that he is placing a bet on himself. That I mean, Al Czervik's not going to send him to college if he doesn't win this match for them. Was it a match? Golf match? Golf game? I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
But so he's saying, you know what? I'm good enough to beat these goons. I'm Danny Noonan. I'm going to use my golf skills. I'm going to beat these guys, and Al Czervik's going to be my sugar daddy from then on.
You know what it's like? It's like it's. I got two movies that'll explain it to you. It's like in the Longest Yard. Remember The Longest Yard, the original one?
Yeah.
When they decide to go ahead and
Reynolds.
try to win it, even though they know it's not going to help them,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because they have to let the guards beat them so that they'll go easy on them. But halfway
Right.
through the game, they say, you know what, fuck it, let's just beat these guys, knowing that their lives are going to be hell after.
Yeah.
Right.
And did you ever see the movie, World War II movie, Victory?
Oh, I was just thinking of Victory.
With,
I've never
with
seen it
Michael
all the way
Caine,
through, but I know what you're
Sylvester
talking about.
Stallone. It's the same thing, but they play soccer against the guards.
Yeah.
Right.
But they had the French
The longest
resistance.
meter.
The longest.
They could have called it.
No, but this is called Victory. So, but they organize the match because they're prisoners of war, and the Germans and they play against the German guards, and they organize an escape during the halftime of the match, and then they realize, and then they're about to, they cut the resistance comes to get them out, and then they say, well, we don't want to go because we can beat these guys, and they go back, knowing that they're going to have to go back to a prison camp,
Wow.
but they want to go back because they want to win.
What a bunch of dummies.
It's a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
That was on cable constantly, and I've never seen it.
You never
I've
seen
seen
it?
pieces
It's a good
of
movie.
it. I believe it.
Two
It
of my
sounds
fa-
like
two of
Escape
my-
from Alcatraz
two
if
of my
Clint
favorite-
Eastwood was
I'm
Bad News
talking
Bears.
now.
I know. I just want to get in a
Two-
stupid joke.
Two of my favorite World War II movies, Kelly's Heroes
Oh, yeah.
and Victory.
There you
Kelly's
go.
Heroes, Victory.
Yes.
Kelly's Heroes,
Mm-hmm.
and Victory.
Telly Savalas is in one of those.
Yeah, he's crap game.
Wait, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Kelly's
Okay.
Heroes. He's crap
Yeah.
game. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, Don Rickles.
Don
He's crap
Rickles.
game. Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Dirty Dozen. I'm sorry.
No, but
Telly
Telly
Savalas is
Savalas.
in the Dirty Dozen.
But he's also in Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Holy shit, okay.
Everybody's in Kelly's Heroes. You got Donald
Oh, wait, and
Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland is in both of
Sutherland
those,
is
isn't he?
Oddball.
But he's also in the Dirty Dozen as well.
Oh, I love anything with.
You even got Harry Dean Stanton in Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, I like him too.
And you got Clint Eastwood, Kelly's Heroes.
Those are great. They're beautiful.
The guy who plays Jerry Seinfeld, or Uncle Leo.
Well,
Are you
right.
kidding?
Is in Kelly's
Uncle Leo's
Heroes.
in it.
In Kelly's Heroes?
Yeah, he's in Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, that's great.
Great movie. That's a good movie.
I gotta
Right
see
after
that one.
You never seen
There's
that
a whole
one?
bunch of movies we gotta see. I mean,
Yeah, I got
they
a list.
recently. I saw there's a whole piece in the New York Times about they're doing a series of films about New York. I guess because you read about it in the New York Times, even though you can't go because it's at the whatever it is, the movie there. What is it?
Tribeca?
What's the art theater? Anyway,
Oh,
they're
I don't
doing
know.
a whole series where it's called Drop Dead. It's the Drop Dead series, which famously, I guess Gerald Ford had said drop dead to New York because they were in
Yeah.
such a, dire straits in terms of the murder rate was 8 times what it is now or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going bankrupt. And they're doing a movie series about the 70s, and they had everything in there, man. It made me want to, just go to New York for, a month and just see them all.
Yeah.
It was Dog Day Afternoon, Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 played prominently in the list.
Oh my
But
God.
then there was like 3 or 4 other movies that I'd never seen, and I realized immediately I have to see these movies.
Which ones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's
ones?
fun. Oh yeah. Which ones?
Well, I'd have to look it up because it was in. I took
Okay.
a photo of the newspaper. You ever do that with you take a photo of something you're reading? So you're like, I don't want to forget this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a movie going experience. I forget if I mentioned this before. In Chicago, I don't know when it must have been, I don't know, 1998, let's say, or 97 or something. There was a Warner Brothers, I don't know, collection of movies, retrospective or something, over like 3 or 4 days at this theater right on Michigan Avenue, and it was just up the block from Columbia, where Mike and I
Yeah,
went.
I saw the ice storm there. What's the name of that theater? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna remember it, but but it was like a 3-day thing, and within 3 days, I think I basically broke up with my girlfriend at the time because she wanted to look at apartments, but I wanted to go see these movies. It was I saw Bonnie and Clyde, Blazing
great.
Saddles,
Oh my
Superman, Dog Day
Great guy.
Afternoon, The Exorcist,
Dump worthy.
All the President's Men.
Yeah.
I think there was another one in there, but it was just it's like 5 or 6 of the best movies I'm ever going to see, and I saw some I had seen already, others I had not yet seen, and it was incredible, and I
Home Run,
don't regret
man.
a thing.
That's a great series.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, can I run a couple of these by you?
Sure.
Please do.
All right, so this isn't the 70s, I don't think, but Midnight Cowboy might have been 69.
I have never seen Midnight Cowboy.
It's great.
John Voight.
Okay.
John Voight, Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, yeah, no, I've never
Famous
seen Midnight Cowboy, that's true.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
Panic in Needle Park.
I haven't
Have you seen
that
it?
one.
No.
I've always heard about that one, but I never saw it, so I want to see Panic in Needle Park.
Is that Al
We should see
Pacino?
it. It's Al Pacino.
Yeah. Okay.
Serpico, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I think that might have been on the list.
That's
of
great.
Warner Brothers movies I saw.
The
Okay.
French Connection, another great one.
Oh God, yeah.
Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. I'd like to thank Tom for introducing me to that movie. It's so
You are
great.
welcome.
Saturday Night Fever,
Yeah.
I've never seen Saturday Night Fever.
a
My
great
hair.
movie, I think.
He touches my hair.
Yeah.
I work on it all
Don't
day.
touch
And what
my
does
hair.
he do? He slaps
I
it.
work all day on the hair and you touch it.
And what does he do?
That's a movie I feel
He
like I may
slaps it.
never see because I don't know what the situation would be. I don't want to just like put it on like in the afternoon. It feels like it needs to be like some
I
sort of
love it.
event or something.
I don't know why it sticks in my head, but he's like sitting around. His dad's giving him a hard time. He's got nothing, he's got nothing in his life. He's a disco type of dude who stays out late. But
he's
like,
sitting at the
during
table, the
day,
kitchen
he works at a
table.
hardware store. And his dad is complaining about the money. He's like, you don't make anything at the hardware store. He's like, you know what? He's like, what do you make? He's like, $4 an hour. And he goes, you know what $4 buys? It doesn't even buy $3 anymore. That's what
And
he
he,
said.
and he tries to slap his hair, and he goes, "Don't touch the hair."
Don't touch the hair.
And he looks at his mom or his brother or whatever, and he goes, "I work on it all day." And what does he do? He tries to touch it.
He tries to slap the hair.
I comb
so
it and
great,
I work
man.
on it. And
It's
he
a good
tries to
movie,
slap
too.
It is a good movie. It's. Go ahead. What's another
Then
one?
there's, speaking of Donald Sutherland, there's Clute. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
movie.
right? Dog Day Afternoon, of course. That's obligatory. I'm a stop.
Stop.
And then there's Cruising, another Pacino.
Never seen Cruising?
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
of these movies, you could just call this a Pacino retrospective.
Yeah,
too.
really.
Shaft, Superfly, Taxi Driver, Mean
What-
Streets.
I was gonna say Mean
Network.
Streets has got to be on there.
Yeah.
Any
But
Arthur?
It looks great. It's at Film Forum, and look, 3
What
Days of
about
the Condor. Another.
What
great
about any
movie that
Woody
no one
Allen
talks
movies?
about. You ever see 3 Days of the Condor?
I have.
What does
That's
it?
a
It's
fabulous
like,
movie.
Is like
That is
Annie
great.
Hall on there or something?
Nah, they got Manhattan though.
Oh, Manhattan. What's right there in the title?
I love Manhattan. It's right in the title. You got to.
You can't get away
I
from it.
love it. I got to see all these movies. Tom, you see MacGruber yet?
I still have not seen MacGruber.
Oh, okay. You see Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New
I
Orleans?
still have not seen Bad Lieutenant,
I
Port
don't
of Call,
know
New Orleans.
why. Okay.
I know. Life is.
Too
I'm
busy
ready for
just
my own
getting
episode.
lost. Too busy just going to Six Flags and standing there because you're too tall to ride the rides.
Yeah.
Walking around movie theater, nothing to do.
Yeah.
Just wandering around Darien.
I should have been watching MacGruber on my phone while my wife was riding the Batman roller coaster.
You
in the
haven't
rain.
seen MacGruber until you've seen it on the small screen.
On the tiniest of screens.
Tiny screen.
You ever see that thing? But it's like a fake Apple commercial with David Lynch. I mean, it is David Lynch, and he's talking about how stupid it is to try to watch a movie on your phone. But like they do it in like the style of like the iPhone commercials from I don't know 5 or 6 years ago, and he's just having this like kind of I'll post it, but it's like I'm not going to do it justice. But he's like yeah, the experience of watching a movie like in the theater, and you get the sound and the color and everything, and just thinking that you've experienced a movie when you watch it on your fucking phone, it's just ridiculous, and it's great. And I just do it like on this little iPhone thing, and it's funny. Say I didn't do it justice.
Well,
No.
maybe he needs to take
late.
maybe he needs to take a little break, because you know what? Sometimes you just gotta. It's fine. Everything doesn't have to be on the big screen. You can watch it on a little screen. Sometimes you just want to watch it. You just want to watch it on.
If you
think he's
hold it
got a
up
point.
close enough to your face,
Doesn't matter.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's the same. What's the difference?
Put it in those Google goggles.
That's the same
whatever.
as people that say, "Oh,
Google Goggle.
I'm going to listen. It's better to hear it on vinyl."
Yeah.
On pieces of vinyl.
Movies are better with the crackles and pops.
Oh, I'm going to listen to that to go to sleep tonight. I'm going to take one of those pills, and I'm going to listen to Baba Booey trying to defend vinyl. That's what I'm going to do
Pieces of vinyl.
until sweet
Now, is that
sleep
fun to do?
overtakes me.
You've said that before, that you'll watch or listen to things as you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
Is part of the pleasure of that like noticing that you're not quite following the thing anymore because you're falling
Yeah.
asleep?
Yeah, I do that
Oh,
with
I love
I do that with the podcast, because I'll listen to the podcast sometimes, and
Yeah.
and I'll listen to like the new one, and I won't make it past like the first 5 minutes, because I completely nod out,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
I
yeah,
wait, but then it keeps playing like the other ones after after the one runs through.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
It'll like go back to the previous one and just start replaying it.
Yeah, and it goes back like 80 episodes.
Yeah.
It's like just having two idiots constantly carrying on in the background.
What you doing, Mike?
Yeah, I wake up at like 4 in the morning, and I've listened to like 7 podcasts.
Right.
You know.
That's
And
beautiful.
then I think about, I'm asleep, and I'm like subliminally just like screwing myself by listening to these knuckleheads just rattle on and on in my
Right.
sleep.
You wake up in a panic. Ah, corn in the woods. Ah.
And I wonder, while I'm having these wacky dreams of moving into a house with 75,000 rooms, and I'm just killing spiders with a shoe.
And then Sam shows up to live there with you, the little kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep having that dream, like this is my new house. And it's like this old creepy house, but it has like 75 bedrooms, and I keep walking, and there's another bedroom.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
I have that dream, but it's not a nightmare. It's just like a weird, like I'm in a house that I know, and then I'm like, oh wait, this isn't a closet. This is like a hallway to a whole different part of the house.
Well, it's not like a
kinda
nightmare,
cool.
but everything just doesn't. Everything's unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those dreams are bad. I don't like unsettling dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I
Or
want to
you're
wake
s-
up.
Or you're sitting there, and it's like, I'm in this house now, but this house is fucked. I can't sleep in here. This place, there's a lot of things wrong in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's coming from my head, so that can't be good.
Yeah. And there's spiders everywhere.
Yeah.
Good thing I got this shoe in my hand.
Right.
Does that mean I'm barefoot with one foot?
I'm gonna play
The
whack-a-mole
shoe
with
is
all
too
these
limp,
spiders.
so it doesn't kill the spiders. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It's too limp and flaccid.
Yeah. There you go.
Sometimes a shoe is just a shoe, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
This
Spider
seems
killing
like as
shoe.
good a time as ever to do trivia.
Oh, you would say that. Well, what makes you think that I traveled all the way to Connecticut with my Caddyshack trivia?
Oh, come on, man. You could
No.
have brought one of those little packets with you that sounds like a little fun-sized packet of Snickers.
That sounds like a great idea, but I didn't do it.
All right,
Oh,
no
my
trivia
God.
today.
Cut the music.
I'm
No
sorry.
trivia. No
Cut
big
it.
deal. No big deal.
Does anybody have any trivia?
We don't need any trivia.
It's got to be something.
know.
Come on, man. All
I'm
right.
going to my. All right. Caddyshack for nitpickers.
Mm.
Play as a timed quiz.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Okay.
Another one of these
This
timed
gonna work?
quizzes.
Feel like okay. All right. Place your bets. It says. I don't think
Place
we're
your
doing this.
bets.
What is the name of Al's Jewish friend that he brings to Bushwood?
Wang.
Wang. Mr. Wang.
Wah.
I hear this place is restricted to Wang, so don't tell me you're Jewish. Okay. All right. How did Carl Lipbaum die?
Oh, he choked on his own vomit during a
taking
test. Taking a test.
I'm clicking on anxiety attack. I heard he swallowed his tongue. Okay, yeah. I guess you're saying that's correct. Anxiety attack. He swallowed his own tongue.
What?
What kind of car What kind of car is parked in Judge Smale's spot that he wanted towed?
Oh, brown Rolls
No.
Royce.
No,
Is it
that's
brown
his car.
Audi?
Oh yeah, wait. It's.
I want to say
wait a
brown
minute.
Audi.
It might be Audi.
It was? It's a brown Audi? I'm good at this. What kind of head covers does Al Czervik have on his golf clubs? Oh, we know this. Fuzzy tigers, boxing gloves, socks, fuzzy gophers.
Boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves. Huh?
Boxing gloves. Want a driver? Nah, he's not my type. Okay. What kind of beer does the tap in Al's golf bag dispense?
Oh,
Oh, my
interesting.
God. I don't know this.
That's a good
Heineken,
one.
Old Style, Michelob, or Budweiser?
Budweiser.
I think. Wait. What? Say,
Shit.
list them again.
Heineken, Old Style, Michelob, or Budweiser?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
or
Michelob.
Yeah, Michelob. Or Budweiser.
Michelob is incorrect.
Oh shit.
It's Budweiser.
That's what I
That's a
said.
good
I said
question.
That from the beginning.
That's a really good question. We didn't even talk about that on the
Well,
show.
It's not going to be a
God damn
Heineken
it.
or Old Style.
Right, right.
Old Style
Al's
would've
bag
made
also
sense.
had a TV. What were they watching on it while they
Cowboys
were
and
waiting
Indians.
to tee off? Golf,
Cowboys and
baseball
Indians.
game, a Western, a cartoon.
That
Weston.
was a Western.
A Western, yes.
Feels like a Weston.
When
Western.
Ty is playing through Carl's place, what kind of ball is he playing? We discussed this in
Titleist.
great detail.
Oh,
Titleist, of course.
Titleist,
Oh, I should
yeah.
have read the other options because I never heard of any of them. Danny played the blank annual Caddy Day tournament. Like what year? Like what? Like
Oh my
30,
God.
35th, 20th, 50th, 25th.
second
Jesus.
or wait, what is the choices?
20th, 35, 20, 50,
35th.
25.
35th.
35th? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mike.
Nice.
Savant.
Jesus.
What kind of drink was the bishop having at the bar after he got struck by lightning?
He's a man, just same as you.
Another Rob Roy.
That is
Yes, Rob
correct.
Roy.
Never ask a Navy man if he'll have another drink.
Right. You know.
What is Maggie's last name? We know this.
Oh, hooligan.
Hooligan.
Oh, hooligan. What is the name of Al Czervik's yacht?
Seafood.
Oh, and I have to
Flying
enter
Wasp. No, wait.
No,
Al
Al Czervik.
Czervik.
Seafood.
Seafood.
it. All right. Seafood.
Seafood.
Got it. Okay. How many lumber yards does Ty say he owns? 3,
Two.
4, 2, or none?
2.
2?
2.
Oh my
None.
God, it is 2.
It's 2.
Wow.
What's the matter with lumberyard? I own 2 lumberyards.
There
Where are
you
they?
go.
Oh,
You're
sure,
right.
Actually.
When Danny arrives at the yacht club in his boating outfit, from where does Spalding ask him that he came from? That is very awkwardly.
Oh, a Scotch ad.
Yes.
Where did you come
Scotch
from? A Scotch ad?
ad. There we go.
Best, man.
Got it from a Negro.
Got it from a Negro. Which of the following actors is also in Caddyshack 2? I don't like this question.
Oh,
I don't know
boy.
the answer to that.
Chevy
Chevy Chase,
Chase.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Chevy Chase.
Jackie Mason.
Jackie Mason.
Last
Well, so
one.
what-
In the credits, who is listed
He's
as
the
playing
worst.
the
Jackie
gopher?
Mason
We haven't
is the
gotten there yet.
worst.
I like Jackie Mason.
Nah,
He's a
he
dick
was the
now.
worst.
I'm just
Right
gonna
He's a
click
dick
on
now.
this.
But I liked him back in the day. I liked him in The Jerk. What? You first started working here? Now you want to be president of Standard Oil?
Wait, is that from Caddyshack 2?
No, I
from
was
The
talking
Jerk.
about The Jerk. He's
Oh,
the guy
okay.
that manages the.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's great.
And Nathan Johnson goes to work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son might like that movie. I gotta show that him.
Oh, The
show
Jerk
that to
is
him.
great.
Sir.
Oh, you didn't hear the answer to the last question.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Sir.
Sir.
Well,
Wait, that's Blues Brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mr. Fabulous.
Wrong glass, sir. Chuck Rodent is credited as playing the gopher in the end credits of
Okay,
Caddyshack.
Oh,
all right.
really?
All right,
Yeah.
let's keep moving.
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
I mean, they smell bad.
All right, well, that was trivia. Well done,
Yeah,
everybody.
right.
I
Good
don't
job,
know.
Tom. Way to pull that one out of nowhere.
See?
And by nowhere, I mean the internet.
The internet, same thing. Well, maybe we should wrap this one up unless anybody else has anything more to
let's do
say
another
about
hour.
minute 87.
One more hour.
One
Come
more
on.
hour? Okay, we got
You know
it.
what we
It's
should do?
It's only
Like a hands on the
1:52
hard body.
a.m.
Like
What?
one of those hands on the hard body kind of things. We keep going, and then
You coming
whoever's
on
the
to me?
last one who hasn't fallen asleep,
Oh,
yeah, he takes
it's one of the
prize.
worst ideas I've ever heard, so I'm
Yeah,
going
it
to pretend I
is.
didn't hear
You're
it.
shitty.
Okay.
I'm going to take one of those magic pills.
Yeah, do
I
it.
feel like we've put the crowd through enough today.
I
with
think
this
so.
thing.
I think they're relieved and happy that we're back. I think
can't push
that they
it.
are.
I can't push it. I got to take it slow.
And they
Sure,
shouldn't be
yeah.
bitching anyway, because listen, you're lucky to even get this one. We did it on a Friday night. The rest
Right.
of you guys are having your Jaeger bombs or whatever the hell else it is.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here toiling away like a bunch of dicks.
I'm in my
know?
parents' basement.
Put
Yeah.
It's
my
echoey and
thing-
damp.
Tom's in his parents' basement with clammy hands, and it's echoey, and it's just like in high school. He's got the clammy hands in his parents' basement, and God knows what he's up to.
Yeah. I'm hiding in the
Right.
dark for
Yeah.
some
They're
reason.
gonna find
that no
all
one
kinds of
understands.
soiled Kleenex down there and think, oh boy, it's like things never change.
I'm not fancy enough to use Kleenex, Dan. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I'm sorry. Facial tissues.
I just use whatever styrofoam packing is packed down here.
Oh. What do you have to say, Mike?
No, I'm doing okay.
Clearly.
You sound
I'm processing
you sound
things.
great.
Everything's fine.
Next
Everything's
episode,
be
we're
okay.
going to record at noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be perky.
Let's not use the word episode anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next,
I'm sorry.
next podcast minute.
Right.
Yeah. All right, fellas.
All right.
Well, listen, everybody take
Hey,
whatever
listen.
pills they need to,
Hey,
both
listen.
to sleep and not beat up people.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
And join us back here next time, please,
listen.
for minute 88 of Caddyshack,
Hey, listen.
here on the Caddyshack Minute.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
Hey, listen.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.